Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back. Happy to have you. Today may be my most important video of the year. We'll see. Why do I say that? The topic of this week is love yourself fully. What do you think would happen if you unapologetically loved yourself fully? It feels like life could really start soaring. Your dreams may be a lot quicker in reach. You just feel amazing every single day because guess what? If you love yourself fully and you're in love with life in every single moment, does that sound far away from where you currently are? Let's look into it. I got 3 things around this. 3 suggestions that I have for you, like a mini framework. First of all, when I talk to someone around this topic, they say, oh, I don't know if I can love all of myself. Like, there are some parts that are just really gnarly and that I do not agree with. What do we do with those? First piece is integration. So how can I integrate the parts that I currently don't appreciate so much? The things that I perceive as flaws, where I feel I'm not fully showing up as my best self. Why do those keep happening? Let's say it's a habit that you don't like so much. Then this integration process looks at how is this habit currently serving me? And then you get to make a choice, like about everything in life. Considering that I've now acknowledged that it's serving me in one way or another, do I feel that that one is still the better choice, or do I wish to change it? And what can I then put in place to change that? And can I give myself some grace if that bad habit creeps up again? And be like, oh yeah, I know you, I've practiced you a lot, I still love myself, and I will continue to show up as my best self to change this habit. So integration, first piece. And there's obviously a lot more depth that we could go into in here, but not within the scope of this video. If you want to see more on that, then watch my video, how to integrate your broken pieces. Love them back into place. Second piece is to act around this, to act around the self-love. Like, what does that look like? What does it look like in my daily life when I love myself fully? The seagulls agree. How do we make that happen? So there is a couple of practices that you can establish. For example, eye gazing, like to look yourself in the eyes, in the mirror, and to tell yourself, I love you. It may feel awkward the first 5 times. I acknowledge that. Practice it. Mean it when you say it. Look yourself in the eye. I love you. And then what other actions does that come through? And maybe you want to write down a list of things that you really appreciate about yourself. Maybe you have certain self-care practices, like a ritual, like whether it's using a really nice lotion or taking a bubble bath or making a really good cup of tea at the end of the evening to wind down. Just whatever ritual you create, celebrate that. Any mundane thing can turn into a ritual if we pay attention to it and if we're fully present with it. How can you make it a ritual? Having a piece of dark chocolate, or greeting the sun in the morning, in whichever way. Good. That's the second piece. And that's your homework. Like, identify a practice for yourself that you want to be your self-love ritual. Please take that with you. So first one, integration. Second one, act. And then the third one is feel it. Full on feel it. So when I came home from my last retreat, I felt as deeply connected to myself as never before. And sometimes it feels almost cliche to say, oh, when I come back from the last retreat, then I felt even more connected to myself. But it does feel like a continuous process of going deeper with myself. So every time I say it, I actually feel that it's 100% true. It's what I physically feel in my body. Another component of that is maybe we can only live in the present moment anyways. But what has stuck with me since then is the memory of how that feels in my body. And that makes it easier to get back to the feeling. So when now I get thrown off, when now I perceive, oh, there is some unkind talk in my head. And yeah, that still happens. That still happens. It just happened this morning. Like I had a tough time getting out of my own loop. And the only thing I can do then is get back into my body. That's the most important piece for me around self-love, to be in my body, to feel my physical body, to breathe, to connect to the earth energy, or whichever type of the energy you would like to connect to. For me, grounding with the earth helps a lot. To feel that, to feel my own love, and to then develop my inner talk from there. Because yeah, I do talk to myself a lot. Maybe many of us do. Sometimes it goes unconscious and then we realize, oh, maybe I was not being so kind to myself right now. And if we can make it conscious, better. And then if we can practice that, to be kind talk, to be loving talk to ourselves, even better. And feeling it, really, really feeling it. So a little recap. The 3 points for loving ourselves fully is integrating the perceived shadows as an understanding what they're here to teach us, and then shifting from there. Second piece, acting. What are your rituals of self-love? How does it shine through in your day-to-day that you love yourself in your actions? And third piece, truly feel it. Practice that feeling state until it becomes second nature, or until it becomes first nature. What am I talking about, second nature? Until it is your first nature. Practice coming back to it every moment of the day. You'll feel so tapped in and turned on by life, just in love with life, fully in love with yourself and with life. Loving yourself and being in love with yourself and with life. Yes. That's what I am inviting you to today. Fall in love, deeply, madly, truly. Sending you so much love. Let me know if this served you. Leave your comments, leave requests, and catch me soon.